Attention passionate Buffalo, BILLSFANS. Latest news, something big is happening in the AFC East and it could change the game. We're talking about a direct impact on Buffalo Bills' path to another Super Bowl run, a power shift that could leave a division rival stumbling for years. We're bringing this to you firsthand. But before that, if you're a true Buffalo Bills fan, subscribe to the channel to strengthen this passion even more. Show that you're also part of this family. Let's help each other reach 1,000 subscribers. Share with your FRINDS and Buffalo BILLSFANS. Let's get to the news, all right. Folks, buckle up because what I'm about to tell you is nothing short of blockbuster. There's a serious buzz swirling around the NFL, and it involves none other than Davante Adams, the all-pro wide receiver from the Las Vegas Raiders, potentially heading to the Bills. That's right, an explosive trade rumor that could redefine the entire AFC landscape. It's the kind of move that gets Bills Mafia talking, dreaming about adding that elite weapon to Josh Allen's arsenal. And honestly, it might just be the upgrade we've been waiting for to solidify our Super Bowl aspirations. Now, I want to be clear. These are still rumors, but they're coming from solid sources, and the whispers are getting louder. According to insider reports from Diana Rossini and others within NFL circles, there's a strong possibility that Adams could be on his way to Buffalo in a trade deal that would send a first-round pick in 2026 to the Raiders. Yeah, 2026. That shows how much the Bills are willing to invest in making this move happen, and it signals how high they're thinking of placing Adams in their offensive game plan. Let's break down what this could mean. Adams, as you all know, is a true game changer. He's not just a receiver, he's a master of route precision, especially in short and intermediate zones. His all-pro grades in 2025 have been phenomenal, with a PFF score of 87.3, placing him among the top tier of wideouts in the league. His ability to create separation, contested catches, and yards after catch makes him a nightmare for defenses. Over his career, Adams has amassed over 200 yards and 92 touchdowns, and he's done it consistently, with minimal injuries and a high level of performance. That's the kind of guy who can elevate an offense and take pressure off other receivers, especially in the red zone. Now, consider the current state of the Bills' receiving core. Stefon Diggs is obviously the star, but after that, things get a bit uncertain. Gabe Davis has been a solid contributor, but he's not the consistent, high-volume threat you want in a deep playoff run. Shakir, who's shown flashes, still needs to prove he can be a true number 2. That's where Adams fits perfectly. His addition could push the Bills' red zone efficiency up by around 24%, and his yards after catch would also give the offense a much-needed boost. Pairing Adams with Diggs, you get a 1-2 punch that defenses will have a hard time containing. It's a game changer, no doubt about it. And let's not forget the impact on Josh Allen. Adams would give him a reliable, precise target that's a proven separator and yards after catch producer. His contested catch rate at 52% and separation of 2 yards per route are exactly what Allen's offense needs to open things up. With Adams on the field, the Bills could potentially see their red zone touchdowns increase by a significant margin, up to 70%, which would be a massive boost in a league where red zone efficiency often decides close games. It's about putting the offense on another level, making defenses think twice before stacking the box or double-teaming Diggs. Now, let's talk about the bigger picture. The Raiders, sitting at 2-8, are in a full rebuild mode. They're focused on clearing cap space. Adams is costing them a hefty $22 million this year and resetting for the future. They're not just giving away a top-tier receiver for nothing. The fact that they're open to trading Adams for a first-round pick in 2026 shows they're looking for a major haul, and the Bills could be poised to deliver. This move would be a statement, a bold step to position the Bills as serious Super Bowl contenders, especially with the AFC East becoming more competitive every year. The betting odds for the Bills winning Super Bowl LXI have already shifted in anticipation of this move. Currently, the Bills are sitting at plus 900 odds, but if the trade goes through, those could plummet to plus 450 or even lower. That's a huge swing, reflecting the belief that adding Adams would make Buffalo one of the top contenders in the league. The team's offensive numbers could see a spike, with points per game rising from 29.2 to around 33, and their chances of making a deep playoff run skyrocketing. The AFC East, already a tough division, could turn even more challenging for rivals like the Dolphins or Jets, who would struggle to keep pace with such offensive firepower. Of course, there's always the question of cap space. The Bills currently have around $3 million available, which is tight but manageable if they make strategic moves. They might need to restructure contracts or make some roster adjustments, but the potential payoff, adding a player of Adams' caliber, is worth it. It's a gamble, sure, but one that could pay off big time if it helps Buffalo finally get over the hump and into the Super Bowl. What makes this trade even more enticing is the matchup potential. Adams would dominate against some of the league's best cornerbacks, including elite players like Certain. His contested catch rate of 52% and his ability to win seams and contested throws would be a nightmare for defenses trying to slow down the Bills' aerial attack. Plus, with the added threat of Adams stretching the field, defenses would have to contend with more vertical routes, which could open up lanes for Cook and other playmakers. It's a recipe for a high-octane offense that can adapt to any game situation. Looking at the broader NFL landscape, the Bills' Super Bowl odds could see a dramatic shift. Remember how in 2020, teams like the Packers saw their Super Bowl odds increase significantly after acquiring players like Adams? Well, Buffalo could be heading down a similar path. Imagine a postseason where Allen is flanked by Diggs and Adams, both capable of making spectacular plays and turning the tide of any game. It's exactly the kind of upgrade that can turn a good team into a great one, particularly in a league where every possession counts, and having that reliable, explosive weapon can make all the difference. Now, I know some fans might be hesitant, wondering about the cost and whether this kind of gamble is worth it. But let's be honest. If the Bills want to elevate themselves into true Super Bowl contenders, they need to think big. They need to bring in players who can change the game and make defenses uncomfortable. Adams is that kind of player. His track record in high-pressure situations, his elite route running, and his ability to make contested catches in critical moments make him a perfect fit for Buffalo's style of play. And finally, it's about the future. The Bills have been knocking on the door for a few years now, but they haven't quite broken through. Adding Adams could be that missing piece, the spark that ignites the offense and propels them over the top. Think about the potential, an offense that's not just high-powered but unstoppable when fully healthy and firing on all cylinders. It's a vision that every Bills fan should be dreaming about, especially in this pivotal season where every game feels like a playoff game. So in conclusion, this trade rumor isn't just idle chatter. It's a real possibility that could reshape the AFC East and give the Bills a serious shot at that elusive Super Bowl. It's a bold move, but one that could pay dividends for years to come. The question now is, are the Bills willing to pull the trigger on this kind of blockbuster deal? Because if they do, the entire league better watch out. The Bills could be on the verge of something truly special, and I, for one, can't wait to see how this story unfolds. Pause here just for a second. If you want the YouTube algorithm to keep recommending the latest Buffalo Bills news to you, it's super important that you leave a like on this video. Go ahead, it's quick and it makes a big difference. Thank you. Now let us continue with the big reveal. And now, Buffalo Bills fans, I want to hear from you. What's your take on this potential move? Do you believe Adams would be the perfect piece to finally push Buffalo into Super Bowl territory? Or do you think it's too much of a gamble? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Your opinion matters so much to us and to the Bills. We love hearing from the best fans in the league. And don't forget, I'll be back soon with more updates, so stay tuned for the latest Buffalo Bills news. This is a team that's always looking to get better, and with moves like this, the future looks brighter than ever. Let's go, Bills Mafia.